Hey guys, I've been getting some questions about my bomber build. I posted a clip on Reddit and quite a few comments saying what's the build, blah blah blah. So I just said I'll make a quick video to show it. So right now I'm currently a Kashyyyk. You can be a dark elf. Pretty sure dark elf is a lot more viable, but I like the crit because as you see on this build we don't actually run a very high crit percentage, like 32, so it just helps a little bit. Food, you're going to want to bewitched sugar skulls. You also the crown store like food you get, the chicken looking one, can't think of the name, that is also very good because it gives like similar buffs, just a bit more. Vampire stage 3. You can run stage 2, so if you run, it's not like if you're playing like Sword and you run out, you're stage 3 goes to 2, you're like, oh shit, I'm now squishy. You can still run with stage 2, it doesn't really change much. Obviously you just lose the undeath buff, but the damage buff is from stage 2. These are, this can be anything you want. You could put 40 into health and, you know, like, it's just the better you get, you can start putting more into magicka, but I always recommend at least keeping, like, this is, I found this to be very nice. Is there anything else? Mundus, the shadow. That's just obviously more crit damage. Now the sets I'm running. Currently there's 2 setups. I'm going to show both. It's the same skills practically, the same gear. You're just changing the monster set and one skill. So currently on when I run Soul Tether, I find Soul Tether better for like bombing doors. You can run that with Balorg, but the more viable build for attacking, say, moving groups and all that, or just overall more damage in my opinion, you can run the 2-hand onslaught, because this ignores resistance and grants you 100% equal amount that was ignored, like back to you. You don't have to run Balorg. So what I recommend is the Prior Friark, I think that's how it's pronounced. It's from Red Petrol Bastion, and Balorg's from March of Sacrifice. Yeah. And we're running 5-piece Vicious Death. So I've got max stamina, max magicka, and you can do these all max magicka. I just haven't really felt that I needed it. All divine on the fuses, and then we're running 5-piece dark conversion on the back glove. On the jewelry, make sure they're infused weapon damage. You can run bloodthirsty, but infused hits harder. And then just any ranged dark conversion on the back bar, decisive just for the extra ultimate and weapon damage. You can run infused here for the extra weapon damage, because the main weapon this build is built around is the Master's Battle Axe. In fact, it adds penetration, but I can't be bothered. Basically, I'm a returning player. I'm from PlayStation, so I don't want to do that all again. So you can run sharpened or Nernhound, it doesn't really matter. You can also, I'm running weapon damage, but the sorcery draining potion for the front bar, but it works fine without any potions, any poisons. Speaking of potions, we are using the cheapest option, are the Alliance Health Drill Pots. This gives max health, grants fortitude, increase your health recovery, grants invisibility and unstoppable. So when we're bombing, we don't have to rely on the cloak. because as you can see, the potion hides us and we can't be knocked, so it's very nice, so you don't get speared or pulled or something when you go in for your bomb. The skills I am running: Brawler. You can use either morph. I just like this one because it removes snares and it lasts longer. Forward momentum, healthy offering, camouflage hunter, salt ever, back bar, channel deceleration, proximity detonation, concealed weapon, razor cold drops, shadow disguise, and barrier. Now the only reason we use barrier is because, as you can see, if we go in support, magical recovery for it slotted. So as you can see, if I'm on my front bar in sneak, and then on my back bar, you see it's a little bit higher, 100, so it helps. But don't forget, if you run onslaught for the ultimate, this one, you don't need Belog, you can change it to Prior or the Moira Whispers Mythic Shoulder, and then like One Piece Slam Claw. You can also, if you're struggling with damage, you can run obviously Ground Focus, change that to Merciless Resolve, and just lay it on your front bar here, and then swap this one with Concealed Weapon. You'll be a bit slower, but you'll hit a lot harder. You can also use Shadowy Disguise, not Shadowy Disguise, Shadow Image instead of this. And then if you haven't got this, use Shadowy Image. And then to proc Dark Conversion, you're going to want to use Fighters Guild Trap Beast, but you want the Distance Morph one. This is just because it grants you Minor Force. That's the same as this. This also grants you Minor Force. But if you want to use a scrubbing skill, go to get Fiery Contingency, and then obviously deals damage, reduces damage taken, adds minor breach to everyone, and then you can just proc it instead of this. And then obviously this takes you out of sneak when you cast it, and then if you cast it and go back in, you can proc it. So when you set up your bomb, you're going to want to make sure everything's buffed, and then you do this, cast Fiery Contingency last, and then your potion, and then you won't come out of it, and then it'll, you see, it will go with that weapon on the back bar. Also, this is only used for the speed, because I'm very quick. This is me just sneaking. You can see I'm very quick. I say 4 main skills to proc Dark Conversion, like Razor Cold Drops, just because the circle it places is almost as big as Dark Conversion. So Dark Conversion is bigger, so like if I say this guard's here, if I put it like here, it'll probably pull the guard. Yeah, so you got that. You've also got Fiery Rune, Extra, Fiery Explosion. So the CP we're running doesn't really matter here, just like Speed's Blessing, and then the important one, these two. Got Fighting Fitness. It's just to increase your damage. You can run Backstabber. Backstabber, people say it hits harder, but that's like obviously a lot of flanking. So I just prefer this because I find it hits overall harder. Wave of Strikes, that's just your increased damage on basically everything. Master at Arms, increased damage on your direct attacks. That's because you're using AoE, but your proximity detonation, this counts as direct. So does this. If you're using this also counts as direct. So usually a lot of damage. So, and then obviously Bind Aura, that's gonna boost all of your AoE. It's got a lot of AoE. Red CP, using Bound Vitality just for more health. I'm using Regeneration for the recoveries, Celerity, increases movement speed. Yeah. Where's my other one? Regeneration. For the first clip we're going to be looking at, this is with the Prior, Monster Set, and Berserker. So as you can see, I obviously know they've broken through, so I know there's going to be people around here, because obviously people just sit there light attacking, all the noobs. The good players are running, usually, because they can tank it, and then you've got the bad players that usually sit here. Not bad, just squishy, you know, charging out and stuff. I see the group, I've got this procced, and then I proc this, and as you can see, this plugin is called Bomb Timer. Use this when you're learning. I'm still learning this build because I'm not very good at the dark conversion bombing. I like the classic bombing. This basically tells you when proximity detonation's going on. We see them all, and we know they're there. Make sure everything's buffed, and then check, and then when I know I'm going to go for my bomb, I do proximity. I'm going to use my potion, and as you see, I'll still sneak. You see this, you last and sneak for a while, and then I throw my things down, my cold drops. So yeah, I throw my cold drops, they instantly get poured, and then as soon as they pour, I swap bars, start onslaughting, and then as you can see, I use my onslaught. Now onslaught's a good one. As you can see, it casted here. It's literally about to hit, but it hasn't cost nothing. This is because it's dodgeable. If they dodge it, you don't lose your ult. So it's pulled them all. I hit, and as you can see, right as that hit, dark conversion popped. So look, that one ult did that, as dark conversion pops here. That's dark conversion. Prior procs, and then what Prior is gonna do? Prior is gonna boost the next one, Vicious Death, and then just to finish them off, proximity could have went a lot higher if I casted it a bit later, but a bit earlier. As you can see, that finish them all off. It's some crazy, and they're dead, and then you just try and get away. I probably die here. No, I get away fine. Yep, I get away, and then with another ult on it. So all I have to do is wait like 15 seconds, I can do it again. So as you can see, got everything propped the same as last time. You can click the escape as well, just to make sure you're out. But this one's with Soul Tether, as you can see on my back bar. I probably don't Soul Tether in there, but Soul Tether, and then this is with Belorg. That's why my ultimate's a bit over. Knockoffs. As you can see, just running when this is about 1.5 seconds, and then obviously I place it on 1 second, and then swap bars, pull them in. As they're getting pulled in, I'm gonna ult. That you see how this guy streaked through me and nothing happened. That's all thanks to the drink. That's why it's so important. I've got another clip out, a similar clip like this in my first montage I've released, where a Dragon Knight leaps and it does nothing. As you can see, I've done that. I ulted, and then you spam Brawler, dead. So basically, Brawler is the affected, the 2H from Dragonstar Arena, and then basically it increases the damage by a person or a crit, I believe. So when there's a group of people like this, see that brawler. Proximity detonation went off, killed basically everyone. And brawler just like 28,000, 21, 17. It's just such high damage. So that's the build. I hope you have fun, and I hope you don't get me with it in Cyrodiil. If you see night 8s on mine, just say hi. Peace.